What's up, everybody? E from Truth Virus. Checking out the propaganda they've named Fox News up here, right? Just made a video on this and it failed going to the encoder for whatever fucking reason. So I'm gonna make it again and maybe it'll save, maybe it won't. Who the fuck knows, right? Navies could harness 3D printing to build military vessels, report says, and if a report said it, you know it's got to be the fucking truth, right? Navies around the world could harness 3D printing to build high-tech military vessels over the next 15 years, according to a report released on Monday by defense contractor Quinnitic, whatever the fuck. Defense contractor. You mean offense contractor. You don't defend people by blowing them the fuck up. That's not how defense works, but whatever the fuck, right? And I'm not going to read the rest of this bullshit article. If you want to read this garbage, go read it for your fucking self. I just want to point out that they're using this ancient technology that they tell us is new technology, right? It's probably millions, if not billions of fucking years old, right? The psychopaths, what they do is they drip feed our ass technology here and there, alright, to keep us entertained, to keep us enslaved, to keep us good little debt slaves. They have access to free energy devices that can give us free electricity, man. Electromagnetic devices. They have cars that ran on water. They have so many technologies that can give us free energy, man. But they will not release it to us because free energy means free people, and they don't want that. They can't feed their masters if we're free. No. So what they're gonna do, man, is they're gonna take this 3D technology, right? Instead of building shelters for people to live in, right? So we don't have any more people living on the streets dying and starving to death. Instead of doing that, no, they build battleships. Instead of 3D printing, again, you don't need 20 bedrooms and 30 fucking bathrooms in your house, right? They could take these fucking 3D printers and print up small little backyard shed size shelters and just give them out to people so no one is left out in the cold and in the rain, right? But no, fuck that. Once again, see, that creates love energy. They don't want that. They want fear. They want hate. They want division. They want misery. They take these fucking weapons of death, right, and manipulate us into going to war, because the secret society psychopaths that create and stage these conflicts, they don't go and fight the wars. No. They send regular men and women to go and fight the wars and kill themselves and kill others and destroy the environment. Nothing but destruction. That's all this shit here causes, man. And I'm sick of it. And they glorify it like it's something great to do. Oh, serve your country. Serve the corporation that enslaves you and your children. Serve the corporation that puts fluoride in your water, that fucking destroys all of the nutrients in our food by using Monsanto GMO shit. Right? You gotta fucking serve the psychopaths that send our children to these fucking programming buildings they call schools, as they indoctrinate them with bullshit, lie after lie after fucking lie. We gotta serve them, man. Serve our masters. We have to serve our slave masters. And then you have to glorify it. And then you have to brainwash the rest of the people in your family to serve them too. Because, hey, that's the American thing to do. That's the patriotic thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Or so they've brainwashed you to believe, right? Once again, these psychopaths, they know all about free will. They know all about the energies that surround us. They know that it's your free will choice to join their military. It's your free will choice to fly those fucking drones. It's your free will choice to be a fucking member of the crew on one of these battleships, these floating fucking murder machines they put out here. It's your choice. They simply give you the idea. They call it an order, but it's simply an idea from another human being. They give you their thought, their idea. You put it into action, so the karmic energy goes on to you. The negative energy that you create goes on to you, not them. It goes on to us. Right? And they use these fucking things here not to defend us. It's not here to defend freedom. It's here to keep us enslaved. It's to keep the human race in check. And if any of those brown-skinned native countries get out of pocket, well, we'll stroll across the fucking ocean. We'll say ISIS is there, and we'll bomb the fuck out of you and put you right back in check, motherfucker. Right back in check. You think you're going to be free on planet Earth? No, motherfucker. You are a slave. We are all slaves. If you haven't woken up to the fact that you and everyone you know is a slave, then wake your ass up to it. Because then maybe if enough people realize that we're fucking enslaved and you're a slave, maybe you will really want to fight for some true freedom. And we can come together as brothers and sisters and love each other and share with each other and care for each other how we're supposed to be doing. Using technology like this, we could put up shelters for each other, man. And once again, they have free energy technology. They have multiple technologies to give us free electricity and free clean water. All we have to do is free ourselves and get our hands on that technology, mass produce it, pass it out to everyone, share it. Instead of charging people debt dollars, murdered trees, to exchange for the basic necessities of life. My God, this shit blows my fucking mind, man. It blows my mind when I see and read shit like this, man. They want to fucking use 3D technology to print up battleships, man. Not shelters, but battleships. Do you see where the priorities of the human race are, man? It's fucking upset. I'm at a loss for words, man. It just blows my fucking mind when I see shit like this, man. How far the human race has allowed themselves to fall, at least on Earth. I'm not speaking for human races on other worlds, just on this planet right now. We are slaves and don't even fucking know it for the most part, man. I know it. I know we're slaves. I know that. That's knowledge. That's a truth. That's not an opinion. We are enslaved physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to these fucking psychopaths, man. That should be blatantly obvious to anybody that's even fucking been awake for 3 weeks. You should realize that you're a fucking slave. We're enslaved to pieces of debt paper, man. We, the human race, take ourselves away from our children, away from our loved ones, to enslave ourselves in meaningless jobs, 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a fucking week, right? In exchange for pieces of paper that you then give to the psychopaths so they can poison you. That's what we're doing here. That's what I see. People enslaving themselves for pieces of paper so they can trade that in, so they can be poisoned with fluoride and GMOs and chemtrails and electromagnetic frequencies that are tuned into a specific frequency using their cell phone towers and their fucking Wi-Fi signals and their smartphones and smart meters and smart watches, smart TVs, smart this, stupid people, right? And they poison us, man. They're poisoning not just us here in the corporation of the United States, but worldwide. We are being enslaved and poisoned and lied to and manipulated on a mass scale, man. Everything they fucking show us and tell us, man, is to manipulate us into creating the reality that they want us to live in, where they are the rulers and we are the slaves. That's what they do. We are creating our own reality. It's not no fucking guy up in the clouds with a long white beard It's not that guy that's supposedly coming back anytime soon now. Christ is going to come back and save you. No, no, no. You are your own savior. We are our own saviors. We are supposed to be aware and awake and have love in our hearts and save ourselves. We're supposed to be here living free, but we're not. They give you the illusion of freedom. They give you a nice little catchy catchphrase here in the corporation of the United States, right? Where you're, this the land of the free and the home of the brave. What a crock of shit that is. We're not free. It's the illusion of freedom. You are not free. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. If you're a millionaire, you're not free. You're not free. You think you're free. You think you have enough debt dollars to keep you free, but you're not free, motherfucker. None of us are. And as I always say, it's so easy for us to free ourselves if we just come together as the human race and fucking love each other and care for each other as brothers and sisters, man. And just share the resources with each other. We have plenty of resources to go around. And guess what? If you weren't enslaved 40, 50, 60 hours a week in exchange for pieces of paper, we'd have plenty of time to come together and grow crops and go get our own clean water and build our own fucking shelters. And make our own fucking clothes to wear. We'd have plenty of time to do it if we weren't enslaved in exchange for pieces of paper, now wouldn't we? Yeah, fucking idiot, we would. But hey, that's not what we're about here on Earth here with the human race. We're about being enslaved. We're about destruction, death, hate, division. That's what we're all about. Clearly, clear as day to me. This shit blows my fucking mind, man. Hopefully this video will actually encode and I'll be able to fucking put it up. But if not, I'll make another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. Because guess what? I ain't got shit to do. I got nothing to do right now, motherfucker. I don't have a fucking life. All I have to do is make these piece of shit videos, man. That's all I'm doing right now. Once again, man, research this shit for yourself if you can stomach it. Alright, we should be using this ancient technology here to print up shelters and clothes and shit that the human race needs. Not more warships so we can destroy more shit. We should be making shit that brings people together and frees us. Not shit that enslaves us any even fucking more. Because once again, this shit here is to keep us enslaved. It's not here for our freedom. It's here to keep you enslaved. They have all the big boy toys. We're not allowed. We're barely allowed to have handguns anymore, man. They're working hard on taking that from us too. But they were able to have battleships and battle cruisers and stealth fighters and fucking light ships and fucking electromagnetic guns and microwave guns and laser pistols and whatever the fuck they want to create. They can fucking put it out there and they can use it, but you can't, motherfucker. You cannot defend yourselves against tyranny and oppression and slavery, motherfucker. You are a debt slave bitch, worthless eater. That's what you are to them. You are that's what they call you. You're worthless eaters. Worthless eaters. That's how much your fucking pathetic piece of shit government loves you. You fucking worthless eater. Just more ridiculous shit, man, that they shove down our throats and rub right in our fucking face. Yeah, oh, we have the ability to do 3D printing, but we're not going to make shelters for people. No, we're going to make battleships because we need more of those. Give me a fucking break with this shit, man. I'm sick and tired of being enslaved and lied to and manipulated. I want to be free. What the fuck do you want? Huh? Research this garbage for yourself. Go within your hearts. Create your own thoughts.